When navigating records in your CRM, it is important to have the most relevant information available for each client, partner, or staff member. BNTouch allows you to fully customize the data you see for each record that appears in your mortgages, partnerships, and recruiting database lists. You can also choose which fields display while you are searching your system for records. By configuring view settings to show the information relevant to your business, you'll be able to save time and avoid errors. In your CRM, your client records are stored in the Mortgages tab. Similarly, people you interact with in the mortgage industry are tracked in the Partnerships tab, and staff members can optionally be managed in the Recruiting tab. When you open any of these databases, the first screen that will display is a list of records. You can organize these records in various ways, but the default view is the Pipeline view, which separates them by their current step in the marketing sequence pipeline. This view can be opened at any time by clicking the Pipeline View button in the upper right corner. In the Pipeline view, you can see records in various stages of the marketing pipeline by clicking the sub-tabs above the list. For each record, you'll see a blue last name link along with several data fields in a row to the right. The fields that display from these records can be changed in order to show or hide information relevant to your business. To customize these fields, click the Settings sub-tab to the right of the marketing sequence stages. Here, you will see a list of drop-down menus organized into the various marketing pipeline stages. These correspond to the stage screen in the tab you are customizing. For example, you can set specific fields to display when you look at lead records in your Mortgages tab, then set different fields to show when you are looking at active partners in your Partnerships tab. For each stage, you can choose the field that will display using the drop-down menus. You can scroll through the options available for each, and you can type into the search boxes for these menus to help find the fields you're looking for. The field at the top of the list will appear closest to the record name in the record list, and each field below it will appear one column to the right. You can lower the number of columns in the list by clicking the Remove link to the right of a field, or you can insert additional columns by clicking the Add Field button below the list. Before you leave the page or switch to another marketing stage, be sure to click the Apply button to save any changes you have made. In addition to the fields that display for record lists in each tab, you can customize what fields appear when you use the Pik-a-Search tool in that database. When you open the search section of the Marketing Pipeline View Settings page, you will be able to add, change, and remove fields as you did for the pipeline view lists. The fields you choose for this section will also apply to any scheduled email reports that you make for records in this database. Again, be sure to save any changes you make to these options by clicking the Apply button at the bottom of the page before navigating away. Like the Marketing Pipeline view, you can also customize the fields that display for records in the Custom view for each database. This view can be opened by clicking the Custom View button in the upper right corner of a record list. Instead of organizing by the marketing sequence stage, this view allows you to choose which fields are used for categories of your records. For example, you could choose to have separate subtabs for each status you assign to your records, for the various loan purposes of your borrowers, or the partner type of your partners. The field that is used for these subtabs can be chosen by clicking the View Settings button above each record list. Once you have a custom view configured, you can then choose which record fields appear for the categories you have selected. Just like in the Marketing Pipeline view, click the Settings subtab to the right of the custom categories. Here, you can select fields from the drop-down menus, add or remove columns, and save your changes just like before. In this case, however, you will be configuring the fields that will display in the record list of each category in the custom view. Individual view settings cannot be set for categories in this view. Another record list view, Group View, is available in each of your database tabs. This view will separate records into customizable groups that can be set within each record. View settings cannot be configured for this view. It will instead simply show the same record fields from the last pipeline view screen that you have viewed.